Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Ultimate Fishing Addict here. I promised you an unboxing when the Lucky Tackle box got here, and we received it yesterday morning. Due to my hectic schedule, I didn't get a chance to last night to sit down and go through these baits with you. We're going to open the box together and see what they put in there this month, and kind of talk about them a little bit, and maybe tell you how you can use them and what they are. Let's get right into it. Excited to see what they got in here this month. They always put this fancy little paper there for us. And looks like we got several top waters. I'm going to start with those right off the bat. This first one we got here is from Throwback Lures. It's called the Walking Paycheck. It is a 4-inch walking topwater lure, and I'm just getting into topwater fishing a lot more than I used to, so I'm loving these topwater baits that I'm getting because it gives me something new to try and new techniques to try when I'm out there on the water. Let's open this one up and see if we can get a closer look at it. Looks like it's mostly in a shad color, and like I said, it was 4 inches long. It's got 2 treble hooks, and then we got a swivel split ring up here, not a swivel, I'm sorry, a split ring up here in the front for you to tie onto. Yeah, I'm really liking the looks of this. This is kind of a translucent, probably, I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, it's kind of a translucent see-through type bait, and like I said, it's top water, and decided to get to try that one. That's a good addition to my top water arsenal. The next one out of the box, we have a Livingston Lures, and it is also a top water. It's called Pro Sizzle, and I believe it is a 4 3/4 inch lure. The interesting thing about this one, it's supposedly when it hits the water, it's got a smart chip technology in it that will emanate bait fish sounds. So that's something new. I'm not really familiar with the lures that do that, but that's something exciting. I've never tried one, so let's open it up and get a little bit better look at it. It is a pretty hefty lure. I think they said on there it weighs 3/4 of an ounce. So we got 2 treble hooks and a kind of a rooster tail on the back. And then of course you've got your, this one doesn't have a split ring, it just has a tie ring in the front there to tie onto. And like I say, it's kind of a pretty hefty lure, but it's supposed to be a topwater walking bait. So that'll be a good one. And the next one out of the box is a BD Boyd Duckett series, and this is also a topwater walking style bait. And this is another one that I haven't gotten the opportunity. This is the Boyd Topwater 105. So let's take a look at that one. And once again, I believe this one is right around the 4-inch mark, and it's got 2 treble hooks with also the rooster tail thing there on the back to give it a little more action going through the water. And this one does have the split ring on the front to tie to. It is also kind of it's a shad color, kind of a translucent type color. I don't know if you can get a good look at that on camera, if the light will come through that or not. But yeah, this looks like a good one also. Yeah, this is also, I noticed here, it's kind of a popping type top water. It's got a concave front that kind of gives it that popping action when you give it your jerk, and I know a lot of you have different cadence that you retrieve these to. I kind of like 5 reels and pop pop. That's kind of my standard one, and then I'll change that up if we're not getting any bites. But yeah, that's a good one also. So we got 3 topwaters this month. That's exciting. This is something that I've been wanting to try and get into, and I haven't had a lot of experience at it or a lot of times to really get into it. So yeah, I'm excited about those. And then let's see, we have yeah, this is one I've been waiting for to try. This is a Gary Yamamoto Mid Asu, I believe it's called, lipless crankbait, and it has the Mustad treble hooks on it. And I've been hearing some of the guys talk about this, and I've been waiting to get this one in the box because I haven't been able to go out and purchase it yet. I'm a little tight on money since I've spent so much money on fishing this summer, where I'm kind of putting myself on a limit here. So let's get this one out and take a look and see what we're looking at here. Yeah, I'm excited about this one right off the bat. I love the colors on it. It's well, we can get this hook out here. It's hooked through the cardboard, which makes it kind of difficult to get out. Alright. Now you guys didn't want to sit here and watch me struggle with these. There we go. Rid of our trash. This is a 2-inch, kind of a smaller lipless crankbait. I believe it's 3/16 of an ounce. We got kind of a, once again, we're getting kind of that shad pattern on the bottom. It's a little bit translucent there towards the bottom. Kind of give you a better look at it here. And then on the sides, it's got a kind of a silvery shimmer, like a shad would look like going through the water, and then we got it transitions into like a blue top, and it's got kind of a translucent silver eyes to it, so gives it kind of that shine and flash, a little bit of orange on the front there. And this one also has the split ring on top to tie to, and the 2 Mustad treble hooks. So yeah, anytime I can add a lipless crankbait to my box, I'm excited. I love lipless crankbaits. In fact, I just lost one when I broke some line last week, so this is kind of a good replacement. It's a similar color, just a little bit smaller. Then we're going to dive in here and get out a Z-Man Hula Stick Z, and these are in green pumpkin, and it says they're 10 times stronger, and apparently these are more for they've got Ned rig on these. So Ned rig is something I haven't used a lot of. I know a lot of you do use it. I've been watching some videos and trying to get an idea of how to use these different worms for a Ned rig. So this will be something, yeah, will be a good one to try. They're 4-inch, like I said, and it looks like they've got kind of a split tail on them. Let me get one of them out here so I can show it to you if I can get this open. I'm kind of fumbly with these knees. Hands aren't working real well. Yeah, like I said, these are in green pumpkin, and they're 4-inch. Start out a little smaller at the front, and then they widen out and taper back down again. And they've got that split tail. Looks like about, I don't know, 5 or 6 little tails coming off there to give it that action when it's going through the water. So yeah, these would be a good ones. You could use them for the Ned rig that they advertise on here, or rig them up Texas rig. Use them for drop shot. Any number of uses for these. So yeah, a 4-pack. So yeah, that's another good one in the box. And let's see what we got here. Then we got a Buddha Bait Company, which is, I've been hearing a little bit about them. I'm not that familiar with them either, but it's a soft plastic. Looks like it's a tube bait. It's a 4-inch Baby Mama is what it's called. So let's get one of these out here and see what they look like. I've been getting a little bit more into some of the tube baits and using them a little bit more than I ever did. So, oh yeah, I like the looks of this one. It looks like a kind of like a what you'd call a creature bait. It's a tube. It's got 2 flat sides and it's got the ridges coming down and 2 little appendages coming off the side there, kind of like legs or feet. And then you've got the 2 paddles. There, 2. So yeah, that's I'm liking the looks of that one. That's a tube bait, and it looks like, I believe this is also a, let's see, it's either looks like it's probably a green pumpkin color. This is kind of a standard one from what I'm learning as I go along in this fishing game. I'm not I kind of started later, so I got a lot of experience to pick up on and gain as we go along. And then we have, and I may butcher the name on this, somebody can correct me if they want to, Mismo Bait Company, somebody I haven't heard of. And this one is a, let's see here, I believe these are 3-inch, got a 3-inch body on them. Doesn't say on here, but it looks like it's a 3-inch body with the tail on it, that another tube bait. I said 3-inch. I think it may be 4-inch altogether is what it looks like. And it's a kind of a watermelon color. It's got some specks in it, a little bit translucent. I'll give you a better idea what that looks like there against my hand. And it's completely round. It's got several different little of the tails coming off of it that's going to give a good shaking action and flare. If you let up on your reeling and just let this drop, it's going to flare as it's going through the water, and then when you pick it back up, these will shake as it goes along. So yeah, this is another good tube bait from the Mismo Bait Company. And there are 5 of those in this package, so that'll give us a good start. Then we're going to get the next thing out here. Looks like the last thing we got in the box, and these are the Mustad 4-aught tube bait hooks. So they're ultra point, stronger and last longer. So Mustad's got some good quality. This is a 5-pack. Like I said, it was a 4-aught. So, as Lucky Tackle Box always tries to do, if they send you tube baits, they're going to try to send you the tube bait hooks, which is nice because then you can just go right out and try these immediately and get some enjoyment out of them, get a good idea of how they're going to work or if they're not going to work. It's something that we all have to find out. Then the next thing in the box is of course the Lucky Tackle Box sticker. So you can put on your tackle box, your Plano boxes, or your boat. Then the next thing out of the box, which is something that is very dear to me since I am a veteran also, this is a card where you can help out the Special Ops Survivors Foundation, which they're a non-profit. They do really wonderful things for the veterans and survivors of the different wars, and you can donate on here. It's got some different amounts of money, or you can just do whatever you can afford. And this is something that I would encourage each one of you to look it over and kind of, if you can do anything, send a donation to the Special Ops Survivors Foundation. They do a lot of good things for the veterans.